that puts every Lyft driver, every Uber driver's job at risk. So I'm just saying there's a lot coming down the pipeline. This is an opportunity here, but this is also a wake-up call. They're next. Those jobs are next in line for the evolution of society. Jobs are gonna leave. Jobs are gone. Robo-taxis, if your side hustle is Uber, if your side hustle is Lyft, I got some bad news for you. All of the prices were higher. It got to a point where her mom, she literally just said, everything's more expensive. Many Walmarts are starting to close. Many Walmarts are closing, and there is something going on that they're not telling us. I'm gonna tell you guys that now. And it's the powers that be, and I'm pretty sure that these powers that be, they all know each other. So whenever these Walmarts would leave, all that traffic that Walmart would bring died. I would be very fearful right now if my primary source or a significant source of my income is coming from being a rideshare worker. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I want to start this video off by letting you guys know that I recently changed the channel name. It was previously Epic Prep the Survivalist, but I'll be honest with you, my channel name was so long I couldn't even say it. So I simplified the channel name. We're now going to go with Economic Prepper. I think that's just a lot easier to say, easier to remember. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and also do your boy a favor and hit the like button. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about some very disturbing things that I've been observing over the last couple of years, and something that happened recently. So my wife, she went food shopping just this couple days ago. Went to the farmer's market, and surprisingly, I didn't realize it, but farmer's market grocery stores have a tremendous selection for foods. They're unbelievably clean. I don't know if they're all clean, but the ones she went to and the ones she's been going to are just so organized. I mean, the shelves are beautiful. I mean, I feel like the store workers at these farmers markets take pride in their jobs, because the way they just perfectly stack up the shelves, the products. Like, we went down this one aisle, bags of rice, bags of beans, as far as the eye could see, just perfectly stacked. It was almost like art, how perfectly stacked these things were, right? Very few empty shelves. And I talked to you guys about this in a previous video. Things are expected to get worse. And so it gives me a new perspective to focus on the now, right? Living in the now, and appreciating what in the future, if things are going to get worse, right? In the future, we would look back at this and be like, you know what, these were the good old days, right? And as humans, we tend to do that. We tend to look back and think, oh man, those were the good old days. You think about old times, you look at old pictures and you think, wow, those are the good old days, right? But the problem with humans is that a lot of times, and me, I'm notorious for doing this, right? The problem with us is we oftentimes focus too much in the future and not enough in the present. And then you have these nostalgic moments where you look back in time and you're like, man, those were the good old days. So I'm trying to bring a little bit of positivity to you guys in this video. I was looking at in these grocery stores, how wonderful these shelves were laid out. All of the prices were higher. She brought her mom with her to this particular farmer's market, and she shops there all the time. And these prices were all higher, everything she picked up. Everything was in stock. The shelves were not empty, thankfully, yet, right? Gotta be prepared, because, we know what we're expecting in the future. So this is why we prepare now. But, her mom, since she's a more regular shopper of the store, she was asking her, hey, is this a good price? Is that a good price? And for everything that she picked up, whether it was green peppers or onions or rice, whatever the case was, everything she picked up, it got to a point where her mom, she literally just said, everything's more expensive. So inflation it's real. It's hitting us in the face. I don't have to convince you guys of that. Now, what is very concerning is you go into a Walmart, and we talked about this in a previous video as well. Many Walmarts are starting to close. Many Walmarts are closing, and there is something going on that they're not telling us. I'm gonna tell you guys that now. Something is going on, and they're not telling us. They're not putting it out there on the mass media, and this is always the case. And you know, it's the powers that be, you know, and I'm pretty sure that these powers that be, they all know each other. You know, they probably have some private, you know, group where they all meet up, and you know, they make these elaborate plans, and they execute these plans over long periods of time. And if we're not smart, we're not going to be ready. And I don't personally think that they're creating these plans to intentionally harm the average American, to harm the average person. But the problem is, if the average person is not aware, and if the average person is not prepared for these changes, they're gonna get hit in the face. And I'm looking at big companies like Tesla, and I'm looking at companies like Netflix and what's going on with the Netflix subscriber base dropping, right? I'm looking at companies like Walmart shutting down these stores. And I was reading up the other day, and I actually covered this in a previous video, Walmart shutting down these stores, and you guys lit up the comments. You guys lit up the comments talking about different stores that are also shutting down that were not in the list that I covered. And it's like, wow, why are these stores shutting down? I mean, it's mysterious to me. Why are these stores shutting down that you guys are reporting to me are busy stores? So why are they shutting these busy stores down? That would make me very, very apprehensive and concerned, right? But one of the things that I used to complain about with Walmart, you know, you go to the grocery store, and Walmart didn't used to always be a grocery store. If you guys remember, Walmart started off just, you know, selling products. But, you know, at some point, they evolved into the Walmart superstores, and then they began selling groceries and all sorts of food. And now it's like, for most people, for a lot of people, I know everybody doesn't have a Walmart in their area, but we got tons of Walmarts, and they're all super Walmarts now. There's no more regular Walmarts in my area. But and while we're on this, I remember the transition when Walmart went from not being a superstore, right? Because they weren't always superstores with a supermarket in them. They were originally Walmart stores, and then they came up with this concept, and they started off with a few stores here and there with the grocery store in it. And then they relabeled them as Walmart Supercenters or Walmart Superstores. And so whenever you saw a Walmart Superstore, you knew that they had a supermarket in it, and you could buy food there, and it was very convenient. And so eventually, after testing it here and there in some pilot stores, they rolled it out on a massive scale. And so basically everywhere you go, for the most part, it's probably 80–90% of Walmarts you go to are going to be a supercenter, right? And so they just completely shut down all of these other Walmarts that were non-super stores, and it was killing communities. Because I don't know if you guys remember, if you happen to have a Walmart that shut down in your area, when they would shut down the original Walmarts that were non-super centers, excuse me, they would literally leave these big, massive stores the size of warehouses vacant and empty, because there's very few stores and businesses that would be able to reasonably have a need to occupy an old Walmart facility, you know, because it's just too big for most companies to need. And so the problem would be, you know, whenever a Walmart would leave, it leaves this big, massive hole in a local economy, and it took away tons of jobs. It killed a lot of the neighboring businesses, because a lot of the times these Walmart stores were in these shopping centers. And so the Walmart would be like the anchor store, and all of these other stores would benefit from the traffic that Walmart would bring. You'd have local stores, you know, so you'd have like a Walmart here, and then, you know, there would be all these other ancillary stores off to the left and to the right of that Walmart. And so everybody who's coming to Walmart would see all these other stores, and they would also visit those stores and do business there and buy stuff. So whenever these Walmarts would leave, all that traffic that Walmart would bring died. And then all these other stores that depended on the traffic that Walmart brought, they eventually closed down. And then you have these big, massive empty shopping centers killing the local economy. And you guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen them. You see a once vibrant shopping center almost overnight become desolate after Walmart's leave, right? And so this is really concerning, because with these Walmarts shutting down, with these super centers shutting down, these are even bigger than regular Walmarts. When they shut down, you could just look at the history of when Walmarts would previously shut down, what it would do to the local economy. Thousands of jobs will be lost. Property values will plummet. And then there's crime, right? You know, crime comes from lack. And so when there's a lack of money coming in, people need to survive, then obviously the crime rate goes up, and it's just a downward spiral. Anyway, so one thing I wanted to share with you guys in this video was, you know, when you go to a Walmart, one of the things I would complain about is, man, you guys got all these freaking registers, and then you had like 3 registers open, and it was so frustrating. Fast forward several years, Walmart rolled out these automated methods of checking out, right? So now you got one person manning maybe 6 or 8 different self-checkouts at the Walmart. So, you know, automation is real, and automation is being rolled out wherever possible. What is it? Are you prepared? Actually, the channel name has been revised. It's now Kevin Is. Did a video not too long ago. My allergies are bothering me, man. I used to not be affected by these allergies, but this last couple days has been ridiculous, and I refuse to take anything for it. I'm not going to take anything for it. I haven't been affected by allergies in several years. I'm not going to give in. But if I sneeze during this video, that's why. I'm not sick. Anyway, so Kevin Is, which was previously Are You Prepared, that YouTube channel, did a video talking about, matter of fact, they were in a restaurant and they were being served food by an automated waiter. It was crazy. I was like, what? I guess I'm not surprised that the capability is there to do it, but I'm just like, wow, they're literally replacing people. They're replacing waiters. Like, you would think that out of all jobs, a waiter job, you know, where a human's taking your order and a human's bringing your food and a human's checking on you, you would think that that job would be, God, man, you would think that that job would be irreplaceable. And if you made it this far in this video, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. Even my nose is itching. Like, the outside of my nose is scratchy. It's freaking annoying. Anyway, so they're being served by a automated waiter. It was crazy. Like, it would literally bring you the drinks. It brought you the food. It took your order. Anyway, so the technology is being developed and it's being rolled out slowly, but I can imagine that this is going to pick up. We saw the automation taking place in the Walmarts, right? You don't need to interact with a cashier anymore. You can totally check yourself out and all this other stuff. For the most part, unless you have a problem, you really don't have to interact with any worker in the store anymore, right? And to be honest with you, normally if I needed help finding something, you would think, hey, let me ask a Walmart person, a Walmart associate. But half the time, if you don't know where something is, they don't know where it is either, right? It was so annoying. I would go to Walmart and I'm looking for something, I can't find it. And this Walmart associate, instead of like going like Home Depot and they could tell you off the top of their head what aisle something is on, all the Walmart associate would typically do for me is they're walking around looking for it with me. I'm like, man, you're no better than I am. Anyway, that's another story. So we saw the automation taking place with the waiters. We saw automation taking place with the tellers. You go to a bank, you don't even talk to a teller anymore, if there's even a teller there. It's almost 100% online, or and we're moving to a cashless society. That's another story. And if you go to a bank now, it's like you go inside and there's like no tellers, or there's like 1 or 2 tellers, and it's like a bunch of these ATM machines. And for the most part, the ATM machine allows you to do all your banking transactions, and then like one call center is managing thousands of these ATMs. You could pick up a phone from the ATM and like talk to a remote teller if you have a question. But so automation is rolling out. Now, here is the news that is really going to be a game changer. Cathie Wood. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of Cathie Wood. She has dropped she's this billionaire, I don't know, investment brokerage or investment company CEO. And basically what she's saying is she's expecting Tesla, the electric vehicle maker, she's expecting Tesla stock will be worth $4,600. Let me pull up the article for you guys. And I'm gonna see if I can find this for you guys. She said Tesla's supposed to be worth like $4,600. Where did I find it? Tesla's supposed to be worth, all right, here it is. I'm gonna just read this to you guys. So Cathie Wood, she just took her Tesla price target of $4,600. ROBOTAXIS are what did it. Now, if you guys don't know, we're talking about automation, jobs being eliminated. Oh boy, ROBOTAXIS. If your side hustle is Uber, if your side hustle is Lyft, if your side hustle is, you know, picking up people and taking them from point A to point B, I got some bad news for you. You know, things are about to get worse. And it says here, ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood is a longtime Tesla bull. Her Tesla models and price targets usually make headlines. It says here, that was the case prior time. Wood updated, that was the case the prior time Wood updated her target. It says here that the new target came with a little more fanfare. This time, a new price from ARK has come as a surprise. Cathie Wood expects Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA stock, to hit $4,600 in 2026. All right, so this is coming real fast. 2022, 2026, that's 4 years from now, right? Now, if you're driving for Uber, you're driving for Lyft, you're providing for your family through the income that provides. I mean, heck, that's not limited to that. Look at DoorDash. Look at all these different food delivery services. If Tesla ends up rolling out these robo-taxis, you're going to tell me that if Tesla can create an electric vehicle that is automated to the point where it can drive people from point A to point B without a human being involved, and this is part of the reason why Cathie Wood's prediction of the Tesla stock value is going to increase so drastically within 4 years. I would be very fearful right now if my primary source or a significant source of my income is coming from being a rideshare worker. So if you're driving for Lyft, if you're driving for Uber, you need to pay real close attention to this, right? Just like the waiters, I told you guys, and we're going to see more and more of it. I haven't seen it personally, but I saw it on Are You Prepared's video. Literally, a waiter was an automated machine that rolled up, took the order, delivered the food. Waiters, waitresses, they're being replaced. Servers are being replaced. Next up on the list of replacements, cashiers. Look at Walmart. Cashiers are being replaced. Bank tellers are being replaced. Cash is being replaced. We are living in a society where the level of change and the rate of change is accelerating. And if you're not ready, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. So that's why I'm sharing this information with you guys. And guys, please share this video with your friends and with your loved ones, because we need to get ahead of this thing. Because if you're caught flat-footed, you know, like if you're a boxer and you're caught flat-footed, that's how you get knocked out. So look here, it says Woods expects Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, stock symbol, to hit $4,600 in 2026, assuming that would be mid-year. Tesla stock would earn investors 44% per year on average over the coming 4+ years. Over the past 4 years, Tesla stock has returned about 100% per year on average. All right, let's talk. Now, I don't know how many of you guys follow the stock market. Is beside the point. The point is this, right? Inflation, the CPI inflation rate recently was somewhere around 8%. It keeps fluctuating because it's a moving target. The calculations are constantly moving and changing, and so that figure will continue to change, and it's been going upward, right? So a lot of the pricing increases that we've been seeing at the gas pumps, at the grocery stores, this is a direct relationship to the inflation that we've been facing. Now, one of the reasons why the wealthy don't necessarily get affected by inflation, or in fact, the wealthy benefit, it's dirty how this works, right? The wealthy oftentimes benefits from inflation, while middle class and poor people, low income individuals get destroyed by inflation, because the wealthy have so many assets that go up in value as a result of inflation. So think about it, right? Prices in the grocery store going up because of inflation. Gas prices are going up because of inflation. Oil prices go up because of inflation, not to mention geopolitical reasons, right? Well, guess what? If you're the owner of these products, if you're the owner of these businesses where these prices are going up, well, guess what? Your income's going up. So that's one of the reasons why I'm saying, like, inflation harms the middle class and the lower income, but the wealthy benefits from the wealthy benefits from inflation, and the wealthy also benefits from the side effects of inflation. Here's the thing. Cathie Woods is expecting Tesla stock to go from, let's just look at where Tesla stock is right now, right? So Tesla stock right now is, I don't know if you guys can see that, it is $1,000.33. Now, most people don't have $1,000. I was reading an article saying, you know, the average person doesn't have $1,000 set aside to address an unexpected expense. I get it. I totally get that. But Tesla stock fluctuate. It's a very volatile stock historically, right? So today it's $1,000.32, right? Cathie Wood is saying that it'll be worth $4,600 in 4 years. So if you take what we just discussed, inflation's CPI is right around 8-9% right now, right? However, of course, if you guys have followed my previous videos, we talked about how that CPI inflation rate is a very manipulated value, and it's not real. The real level of inflation is more like 20 to 40% right now. Look at real estate prices. Look at your gas prices. Look at used car prices, right? All right, so we'll save that for another video, right? Right now, Tesla stock is $1,000, right? So if Cathie Woods is right, your investment on Tesla would turn into $4,600 in, say, 4 years. If that were to be true. This is not investment advice. Go talk to your CPA, talk to your financial advisor for financial advice. I'm not giving you guys financial advice. I'm sharing with you my opinion and what I see is happening and what I think may happen. Now, pure math, right? This is just basic mathematics. If Tesla turns into $4,600 in the next 4 years, you're looking at about a 50% return per year. Now, that investment in Tesla is offsetting inflation, and you're actually beating inflation. That's how you beat inflation. Wealthy people have investments in different areas that outpace inflation. That's how they win, right? Now, most people are thinking, well, I already got $1,000 to invest in Tesla. How am I going to try to capitalize on this? Well, there's tons of companies out there. M1 Finance is one of them that allow you to buy fractional shares. So I don't want to allow barriers to prevent me from going after things that I feel like could be beneficial to me and my family, right? So, you know, I can go out and with $10, I can buy a piece of a Tesla stock Whenever I get 10 bucks, I can throw it into Tesla if I decide to do that, right? So I'm not letting this $1,000 Tesla price stop me from investing in it. And it's $1,000 today. What if bad news comes out about Tesla between now and the next 4 years? That price could go down and you could get a better price of Tesla stock, right? So for example, March 15th, today is April 21st, but March 15th, Tesla stock, you could have bought it for $766 a share. Today it is $1,000.34. You could have made $300 in 30 days just by, you know, picking it up at the right price. That now let's go back a little bit further. Let's go back a year. A year ago, you could have bought Tesla in June for $610 and sold it today for $1,000, right? So that's $400. Now, let's just say that person in June bought it for 600 bucks, held it until 2026, and then, you know, let's just say that Cathie Wood's of ARK Invest prediction comes true. You just made $4,000. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and imagine if you could afford more than one share of Tesla. If you bought 2 shares at 600 bucks and you hold it till, you know, whenever Tesla hits $4,600, assuming that Cathie Wood's prediction is correct, you could be sitting on $8,000 in passive income, and you're beating inflation and we're not losing, right? Now, here's the other thing. If Cathie Wood's prediction and expectation of what Tesla is going to be worth in, say, 4 years, that would likely mean that Tesla was able to successfully roll out this ROBOTAXI, this self-driving taxi automation system, which would allow people to literally hop in a Tesla and get taken from point A to point B without a human driving. That puts every Lyft driver, every Uber driver's job at risk. So I'm just saying there's a lot coming down the pipeline. This is an opportunity here. This is not investment advice, but this is an opportunity here. But this is also a wake-up call to those who are driving for Lyft and driving for Uber, that they're next. Those jobs are next in line for the evolution of society and the evolution of this automation that keeps rolling out. Jobs are gonna leave. Jobs are gone. So I wanted to just share this information with you guys. I think it's important. I think it's worth sharing it with my community. If you made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Things are getting real out here, you guys. And I will see you guys on the next one. Drop your comments, drop your thoughts on what I discussed on this video. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you think I'm just way off base, let me know. But this is what I'm seeing. This is what I think might happen. I look forward to seeing more subscribers join. Share the video, like it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.